Is it evil that this book teach you how to respect your mother? Is it evil that they are not allowed to go in the bars and drink alcohols? Is it evil to pray 5 times a day? Is it evil that we are not allowed to do gambling? Is it evil that we are not allowed to do interest regarding about money? Is it evil that we are covering ourselves with veils and hijab? Is it evil that our holy book Quran is not allowed to be in the bathroom because the bathroom is filthy? Is it evil that every time we see someone stranger, let alone we don't know them, we tell them Assalamu alaikum? Is it evil that we are not even allowed to do this to our mothers and fathers? Isn't it evil when you see something beautiful, you said MashaAllah? We Muslim doesn't live in this world right now that we are living in, where a lot of women are naked and being liked, and a lot of women who follow Islam just to do good, better themselves out, and get hate, and keep telling me that this religion is the bank. While your religion, your made-up religion, is the bank. And it's funny though that there are ex-Muslims who really want to debate for the people who really knows Islam. You know, it's funny because they keep telling me your religion is a debunk bank. Yeah. Some ex-Muslims, they don't even recite any verse in the Quran, let alone Surah Al-Kawthar. They just get emotional damage when they know the truth. And they go to people who just revert to Islam, new people who revert to Islam, and share their anger towards that people who just revert. And is it so evil that we have actually 5 pillars of Islam, which is you will do charity, you pray 5 times a day, you do fasting for 1 month, visiting Mecca, and do your Shahada. And is it so evil that we are obliged to do charity? Like 20% of our salary goes to the people who really need food, shelter, whatsoever they need. You should start asking and redevelop yourself, reprogram yourself from the people who manipulated you, West media, and the people who feed your thoughts with wrong ethics.
Did you guys know that in Islam, women are not required to take the names of their husbands? In the West and cultures around the world, women continue to take the last names of their husbands without really knowing where this tradition originates from. So the tradition of taking the husband's last name after marriage comes from a deeply patriarchal society where women would essentially become the husband's property after marriage. So husbands would have complete control over their wives legally, financially, and women wouldn't even have rights over their own children. Now in Islam, women were given rights to ownership, inheritance, financial independence, individual sovereignty, all without marriage or ownership of a husband, and they were not considered as property. Today, many women around the world still practice the tradition of taking their husband's last name, but I find it interesting how many women don't know where this tradition originates from. And that includes myself. Up until 3 years ago, before I started studying Islam, I never really thought about it or knew where this tradition came from. And I find it so interesting and comical almost how Western women view Muslim women through like this lens of like they're victims and they're oppressed. Meanwhile, Muslim women in Islam were given rights almost 1,300 years before women in the West. So next time, before you view Muslim women as victims or oppressed, you should probably study the religion and learn about the rights that Islam gave to us long before you.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. امرأة حديثة العهد بالإسلام توضح ان الاسلام ازاي بيمنع شرب الخمر وان ده مش شر، وازاي ان الاسلام بيمنع حقوق الوالدين، وكل تعليم الاسلام ليست بالشر الذي يعتقدونه الغرب. كما توضح ايضا اهمية المرأة في الاسلام ومكانة المرأة في الاسلام، وان ازاي الاسلام اعطى للمرأة حقوق لم تكن تجدها في الامم السابقة. لو عجبك الفيديو ما تنساش تشترك في القناة وتفعل زر الجرس عشان يوصلك كل جديد. معاكم محمد الشورى. دمتم في رعاية الله وأمنه، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.